Yeah. I might just try this team again, by the way. Because it worked in a weird sort of way. It worked in a weird sort of way. And it gets to run some of my favorite Pokemon. And we're running Psychic on our A-Chu. So you know what? If someone safe swaps a Nido in, then we nuke him. Murano Man, I've had the same issue on occasion. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's weird. I don't know what's causing it. Raichu and Mew. Okay. I think I mean, it's not a matchup I love because they're going to be on Shadowclaw, like, almost universally. That was quick, though. It's gonna be Surf, right? They safe swapped Nido last match. They caught a move last match, unfortunately for me. Okay. So I know that I'm gonna shield a wild charge here. But I believe I also CMP'd. So they're gonna have to burn their other shield or their Mew's gonna die. Okay. Oh, so they just want to stay in here, you say? Okay. So they bailed with energy. So we have to account for the Mew's energy at some point, right? We do have to account for Mew's energy at some point. Seems very hostile to Alolan Raichu, by the way. I'm starting to think Alolan Raichu is not necessarily the answer to our problems. Starting to think it's not the answer to our problems. Okay, they superpowered. The question is, can I... You know what? This is a little greedy, but with the debuff on... Perfect. Come on. Ah, Sand Slash. Very winnable. There's still Mew. Not gonna have return. Its moves just don't hit that hard, right? So I want to save a shield probably for a wild charge here, right? I think this is the best move coming out of them. I mean, with the wild charge debuff, there's probably no way this doesn't kill him, but I was hoping to get maybe one more attack in there. The downside here is we don't do a lot of fast move damage. They're on Bulldoze. All right. So I need... Like, I'm worried that this is going to come up just short and they're going to outrace me at the end here. Like that, basically. Because we resist. I don't think an Ice Punch gets me, but another Bulldoze will. Ugh. I needed to farm literally one more move on their Mew, but I was trying to I just made all right. I also think that Alolan Raichu is not doing the job. Alolan Raichu is doing a very poor job of its job. So we're gonna try Hypno. We're gonna try Hypno. I just also missed, like, we're talking about how my first set was pretty ugly. The battles are still ugly. I'm still making just simple mistakes that would yield wins, and I'm just not playing cleanly. Huh. Well, I guess 2 can play this game. unfortunate. Oh, and they YOLO'd Wild Charge at me. Lol. Good news is that I mean, if they're on Focus Blast, then we have something to be worried about, but that's not Focus Blast energy, so we ignore all this. Bite would still be kind of horrible. Our problem here is that if they can eliminate the rat, I can't... What? I can't really beat... I can't really beat the Raichu cleanly, right? Oh, I see. I see how it is. I'm gonna shield this because it's gonna be a Shadow Bone. I probably should I just don't think they're gonna get to 3. They're not gonna get to enough moves here, I don't think. I also have a crunch. So if they do manage to kill me somehow, right? If they manage to kill this Lapras somehow, yeah, their entire team is weak to rat. Their entire team loses to rat. I guess that's how we okay, so Mock, I rescind what I said. If we had to bite a rat here, I don't think there's any scenario where they could possibly win this game. We just need to throw this crunch when we come in, right? Oh, they're on Fire Blast. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. I thought they might be on something like Fire Blast, given that their team is bad against dark types. But nice. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it. GG's. Caged, I have run Mew. I have run Mew today already, at least once. So why don't I try Mew? I have tried Mew. Do you have a follow-up question? All right, N2. Good luck. Dragonair. Okay. Is it a wing attack clone? For some reason, I feel like it's not. I'm just gonna try and get a shield out of them. It is a wing attack clone. Yeah, it's a fine move. It's just not good enough. And it doesn't feel like quick attack, right? I feel like it should be different. Oh, that's not a good swap, buddy. That's not a good swap. Yeah, quick attack is fine. Like, I would describe it as a move that is fine. It's not a move you're excited about, primarily because, as Hoff said, it's never stab. So you're basically always, you're always kind of disappointed with the result. Yeah, Shadow Bone, fine. You literally cannot buff normal type. And then they have their own Hypno, you say? Okay. Not really worried about that. There's no world that, or sorry, it's not super effective. Sorry, words are hard. Words are hard while you're battling. They actually shielded that. That is interesting. So the question here is, do they have Focus Blast? Hello, Jonas. Welcome to the stream, friend. Show me. They're not showing me yet. Oh, I see. It's fine. We're gonna win this game. GG's. Let's go. Yeah. So, Stone Edge Nido. Sorry, Cage. I missed that mid battle. Stone Edge Nido has some play, but I do think Earth Power is really good in this meta. So I would say that it's very team dependent. It's very, very team dependent. Yeah. So Sucker Punch, is generally speaking, it's not a great move. But it's just about the fact that the dark moves are better. There's other better dark moves on Pokemon that, like, there's very few reason to ever run Sucker Punch. The move itself is tolerable, but there's just not a Pokemon where it makes sense, right? A lot of these moves that are generally bad, it's because they're like, they're on a mon like Umbreon, and you're like, oh, Sucker Punch bad. Well, no, Sucker Punch is bad if your mon is Snarl. You never would run Sucker Punch, but like, they're technically fine. They're just rarely correct, right? They're rarely correct. And that's really the biggest problem, is they're just rarely correct. All right, next opponent. Oh, a fellow human of taste. Unfortunately, oh, they're a Bite Rat too. All right, well. I would really have liked to get to this Skull Bash, but we'll see what they want to do. The upside for us is that we're going to be able to put some shields in play here sooner rather than later. I don't hate this. We need switch advantage, right? We literally cannot beat the rat to an extent, so you know, we're gonna have to find a way to win this fight. I just don't know if it's possible to win this fight, because I think they're gonna be slightly faster to moves than us. Okay. No, they'll take shield advantage. I will happily. I guess if they're on Bite Hyper Beam, this is the scenario where they actually get to Hyper Beam. Right? This is the scenario for it, but I think we just go ahead and say, like, we need switch advantage really, really bad. This is our only real option here. Oh. All right. Are they gonna Brave Bird me? Or are they gonna debuff me? They're gonna Brave Bird me. Okay, fair enough. We also really needed to get that Thunder Punch off. Did I overtap on that? Was I just not paying attention there? And did I accidentally put myself in a position where we didn't get it? I feel like we should get to Thunder Punch before they get to Brave Bird. This is a matter of whether or not I think they have Hyper Beam. Hyper Fang is not enough. And I should be able to get to a Hyper Fang of my own before... Woo! Is it really that close? Maybe it's just that close on the first one. All right, we get the win anyway. GG's. We found a way out. It was dicey, but we found a way out. Yeah, I guess because the first punch takes 4, right? Because you go over quite a bit, and it's the subsequent ones that take slightly less. So it's just a really awkward place to be if they have a little bit of a lead. No, it's just Bite Rat. Bite Rat just is slow. So. Kanto. We're seeing a lot of rats today, too. Rats and Pidgeots. Meta is definitely different today than it was yesterday. Speaking of which, here's another Pidgeot. These moves are absolute clones of each other. Is to say that I'm going to throw on schedule and hope that they have to shield that, right? Okay, so they got one in, right? And we did not. Two, three. Oh, yes, my favorite. Imagine having the options and going to this on purpose. Imagine thinking to yourself, you know what? The best thing I could do for myself right now is to go into Dugong. Okay, good. There's a good answer. There's a good answer. They were listening. They were listening. They were like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Mistakes were made. I'm okay with that. I mean, Tony, I would like to see them rotate a few more. We got 4 wins in that set, by the way. I'd like to see them rotate a few more. Because I do think that, like, I mean, I like Shiny Shadows, but I don't know that need is a strong word, I would say. It would be a nice incentive. Speaking of things the game does, however, need. It needs not to give me that. They could have been triple weak to Lapras, MC. Yeah. That would be my guess, is that they were triple weak to Lapras. And that once that Lapras got a Skull Bash going, they were like, yeah, nah.